Previously on Shipwrecked. Time runs out for Ethel the chicken. Lucy and Tony fall out.
Tony is just a complete misogynist.
She's utterly weird. She should be committed.
And for Vicky, it's a struggle connecting with anyone.
I prefer talking to this camera more than probably anyone else here because they don't talk back at me.
After just 3 weeks on their desert island, for some, home is a long way off, and paradise is seeming more and more like purgatory. 18-year-old Vicky, the youngest castaway, is becoming increasingly withdrawn. A dedicated punk, she's missing the company of her family and friends in Wolverhampton, and her isolation is causing concern.
I think maybe Vicky is basically saying that because like she sometimes wanders off or just goes and sits on her own. And I think with Vicky, I think she's really homesick. I think that she came here and she's like must have sort of dawned on her that she's quite lost in her life and like things at home. And I think that while she's been here, she's had time to think about it. And I think that's partly why she sort of isolated herself, because she's so deep in thought about where she's going in life and what's happening.
She's not like one of the girly girls, and she's not exactly a lad, so she kind of like goes off on her own a bit and stuff, and I do feel sorry for her. But I'm getting a little worried about her because I think she might be one of the first people to leave, if anyone does.
For some reason, I've just found it hard to be myself, away from my own environment, away from my own scene at home.
How much we supposed to be today? Drinking beer, listening to punk, at home in my bed.
And Vicky's not the only one who's unhappy. Hacked off with communal living, Dee, the island Aussie action man, is secretly planning an escape. But not from the island.
I'm taking you to D Republic, D as in me, Republic as in we want to get away from the Brits and the monarchy. So, yeah, there's a little secret campsite I've been making up for the past week or so. Might take a couple more weeks to get it livable, but yeah, it's just going to be a little camp for me just to get away from pretty much the 16 others. The mindless, silly little arguments about personality clashes, and just, you know, make it all a bit more adventurous, I think. It's just, you know, it's fun living with people, but it's like living in a dorm.
I feel slightly isolated just being the only Aussie guy. If I hear one more fart noise, it's slowly driving me crazy. That's really their sense of humour, you know. Real anal humour. And, you know, it's not an Aussie sense of humour so much, but it seems to be the British way that, you know, they all get a laugh and they play off each other.
And the Poms, the Brits, don't have a sense of adventure as far as I've seen yet. They're happy to sit there and drink their tea.
Drink tea and, of course, indulge in their other passion, play fighting. Dee blames the others for his isolation. Vicky can only find fault in herself.
I know I'm the youngest here, but I thought I was a little bit more maybe mature or grown up. But I think, to be honest, my attitude sucks. And I just want to go home because I just want to be in my own little safe environment where it's okay to be me and it's okay to not have a job and not be at university. Meals are still suck, but then everyone